being an overthinker really has its positives and its negatives. I imagine a lot of people wouldn't mind being an overthinker. Someone like me, for example, I'm a well thought out person. Before every action, I've got a thought process, so I rarely make wrong decisions, but it does have its disadvantages. And when people say the phrase ignorance is bliss, I do actually believe them. I know ignorant people, I don't particularly like them, but the fact that they're so ignorant, they don't understand what's going on, it can lead to a bit more happiness in the moment and a bit more fulfillment. The issue with overthinking is that, let's say, as I've got older, I'm 27 now, as I got older, I've probably started to think more, right? So maybe 7, 8 years ago, when things were happening at the time, because things were moving quickly, I was younger, maybe I wasn't deeping things at the time. So if something bad happened, I can maybe get over it quicker. Whereas now, being an overthinker, if I'm thinking back to stuff that happened 7, 8 years ago, I get more annoyed now thinking about it than I was back then at that time. So it can put you in a weird position where you're mentally kind of slowing yourself down. So if I think about the past, for example, you've heard me say before that I think anxiety comes from thinking about the future, and I think that depression can come from thinking about the past. And being an overthinker, I avoid thinking about the past because I look at the past. Then when you start looking at the past, you start thinking, oh man, I regret doing this, I regret doing that, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I think then, because you're overthinking about that, you're going to get yourself in a bad state. So if you are someone like me who was an overthinker, I kind of like to clear my slate a bit, maybe even put things in process so I don't think about the past too much. Or if I want to think about the past, I maybe talk about it with someone to kind of get it out of my memory. Then once it's out, I can kind of move on. But when you start, it's like in my head, I've got like a treasure chest and I've got stuff in the treasure chest. And once I open that treasure chest, the overthinking is going to compound it and I'm going to think about it way, way more. And if that happens, I need to talk to someone about it, someone I'm close with. And once I spread it to them, it can kind of let it kind of go. So if you're an introvert or someone who doesn't talk to many people, if you got stuff on your mind, just say it to people. That's probably the easiest release. But ignorance is bliss, honestly.